Unleaded Toast presents an Elegy in Crimson. Do you remember how you died? No, not the final gasp, my dear. Not the screaming or the bite or the way your limbs forgot how to run. No. I mean the real death. The first time you fed and didn't weep. The first time you forgot her name. The first time you looked into the eyes of someone you loved and saw only meat. Welcome, my friends, to an Elegy in Crimson. An exquisite descent through centuries of blood, memory, and unraveling identity. Our guests, they will play the part of the vampire, the monster, the relic, the abomination. And I will be your humble facilitator, your guide and your judge, and your most intimate adversary. The abomination's story unfolds through a series of prompts, drawn from the sacred and savage scrolls of a 1,000-year-old vampire by the deliciously cruel Tim Hutchings. We draw them like tarot, at first by chance, and then perhaps by fate. But my dears, before we drink deep, a warning. This unholy elegy touches dark things. Violence, betrayal, power twisted to ruin, coercion, obsession, regret, the decay of love, the delicious consequence of eternal hunger. Some episodes will hurt. Some may unearth your own forgotten wounds. Oh, my darlings, you have permission to pause, to breathe, to walk away. But if you stay knowing the void watches back, and oh, how it remembers. Shall we begin? Reality folds in on itself. You stand in a sterile, infinite expanse stripped of time, color, and meaning. It's the void. A flat, pallid light seeps from nowhere and everywhere. There's no texture, no echo, no shadow. Only absence and the ache of a judgment yet to come. The air hangs heavy with the weight of the unknown. Silence is total, not peaceful, but suffocating. Then a single point of gold light flares with theatrical bravado. The facilitator has arrived. They do not break the silence, they remix it. Silk swishes, a lacquered nail gleams, a glove snaps into place. Darling, they purr, their voice steeped in venom and velvet. What a fabulous show you prepared. A sly smile, a fingertip on your lips. Shh, my pet. This won't hurt much. Agony blooms, not of flesh but of soul. Memories surge, kisses to ash, betrayals fossilized, pleasures curdled into cruelty. Each strips away the armor around your cursed heart. A massive leather-bound tome erupts into being. The book of records. The pages tremble, eager, and then a bone-white quill hovers above, dipping into unseen ink, and it waits. With a sweep of the facilitator's hand, the void peels back. An amphitheater of black stone and gold rises, lit by flickering unnatural light. The audience fills its tears, the living, the dead, the broken, victims, witnesses, lovers, enemies. They all whisper your name in 10,000 tongues. You stand exposed at the center, a predator no more, now only prey. The void is now a stage and the crowd demands your story. The facilitator ascends a narrow beam of light, garments swirling like ink and water. Gods and old ones, angels, demons, and psychopomps of all persuasions, witnesses eternal and forgotten. Welcome. The lights go out. A spotlight blazes center stage and the facilitator spins, a sudden precise turn worthy of a flamenco dancer, robes of crimson lace unfurling like tides of blood. One arm sweeps high, the other snapping down with a clap that cracks through the air, nails gleaming red fresh as sin. Let us raise our anchor on a tale soaked in betrayal and brine. The Bloody Rose of Toledo, the corsair bride, the saint of slit throats and velvet wrath. She laid her groom bare and claimed the sea as her own dowry. And when her crew fed her to the stones, she rose, teeth bared and faith curdled. Audience, clasp your rosaries and hold your breath. Tonight we dance the deadly tides of Catalina de la Vega. Oh, sweet little Catalina, how are you tonight?
Who are you?
Oh, that doesn't matter, does it? Catalina, you're our guest of honor tonight. Please introduce yourself to the audience. Who were you before? Before.
Does it matter?
Oh, it matters a lot. I want to know, and so do they.
I was someone. Someone who mattered.
Yes. We can wait here as long as it takes. The book is very patient.
What do you want from me?
Well, it's not really what I want from you. I'm just here as an emissary, But I think what would make a good show is if we understand who you were. What was taken from you?
Life, faith, hope, kindness.
Those traits are overrated.
Of course they are.
Yes.
Which is why they are no more.
They are no more. You buried them so deeply, didn't you?
Release me and I'll do the same to you.
Oh, everyone says that. It's just so charming. No. So you were born in Toledo, is that correct?
A long, long time ago.
Yes, and you've forgotten until just recently, didn't you? Actually, you've forgotten until we brought you here. It's a bit disorienting when all the memories come back, isn't it?
A bit.
So who were you?
I guess that depends on who you ask. A daughter, a sister, a lover, a pirate, some called me.
Do go on.
Where to start?
Let's see. Oh, I know. Let's start when you shed the blood of someone close to you. Before you returned, of course.
The first real kill, I guess you could say, would be The one they tried to wed me to. Cruel. Arrogant, brutal, and thinking he could contain me.
Yes. He learned his lesson, didn't he?
He did. At my hand.
Why don't you tell the audience what you did?
It was a simple killing, really easy enough to lure him into the garden. It's always after the one thing he couldn't have.
Yes. And so you disemboweled him, didn't you?
Well, I took my time about it.
Oh, so even before you returned, you had quite the streak in you, didn't you?
You could say that.
So how did the nobles take this?
Didn't stick around to find out. I've heard might have been a price, but hard to catch up to the wind.
So where did you go?
To the nearest port, onto the nearest ship, where I met Tomas.
Oh, who is Tomas?
The one who set me free.
I think I want to hear about this story.
Tomas, the captain of the Muerte Silencia, silent death. He found me the first night. I didn't hide very well, but say the right words, cook the right meal, swing the right blade. You're in before you know it. Let me stay.
So was that your first taste of the sea?
Not quite my first. There had been voyages with my parents, but nothing like this.
Where did you go?
Everywhere. Sailed all around the Mediterranean, every port. Any port. It wasn't about what you had or where you were. It was about going. The adventure, the voyage, that is what mattered.
So after a lifetime of trying to live up and having to follow all of these rules, you just kind of threw it all away, didn't you?
Rules. Don't like rules. Restrictions. Chains.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about chains. So where did you go? What did you do? You went through the Mediterranean. You had some adventures.
We stole. We plundered. We reveled.
What happened to Tomas?
He was killed on a raid. In battle, fighting another ship. They were just too quick for me. I couldn't stop it in time.
How did that make the mortal feel?
Furious. Ended that captain's life. Took both ships. If I had to lose him, at least would not lose my freedom.
What name did you sail under?
I've always sailed under my name.
I like that about you. Not afraid.
Why would I be?
I don't know. So many mortals are just terrified of everything.
Pathetic.
Yeah. But it wasn't always happy, was it? There was that day.
There's always a day.
You lost your ships, didn't you?
First one. Then the other.
How did the crew take that?
Never quite stick around to see repercussions. They left me behind.
Oh, they left you behind. You know, in my world, we would call that a mutiny.
They would in mine as well. That doesn't mean they kept it.
Where did they leave you?
Some godforsaken island. Rocks and stone.
What happened next?
It was a chapel. I was found broken, beaten by a sister. A sister. A creature. Hidden as a sister. Perverting that chapel. Corrupting the faith, the sanctity of that ground. Making it into an unholy hellscape.
What was her name?
Inez.
Oh. You know she's out here in the audience.
Bring her to me.
No, I don't think so. Not right now. So tell me about it. What did she do to you?
You know what she did to me. She made me into this.
So tell me, I know what you are. The crowd, most of the audience knows what you are. But it makes for a better show to hear it from the victim.
I have never been a victim.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
I was drained of almost every drop of blood. Refilled, recreated, remade into what was until very recently quite the advantage.
Yes. Did she tell you why she did it?
Never. I assumed to save this broken little thing.
Well, maybe we'll find out. So you returned. Let's talk about the first time you fed. Oh, the honeymoon of the monstrosity. Tell me, Catalina, who was the first to crumble beneath your thirst? It was someone very close to you, wasn't it? No? Was it a friend? Was it a foe? Or a foolish lover? Tell me, Catalina, did you cradle them as they died, whispering apologies? Or did you simply drink and forget?
Do either of those options sound like me?
No.
I was a monster. Consumed and lost. Don't even... A friend.
Do you remember their name?
Not anymore.
A friend. How did you take them?
by force, with violence. I destroyed them, shredded them. There was nothing left.
So, my dear Catalina, you say that nothing bothers you, and you say that you're afraid of nothing. Oh, but run you did. Where did you bury yourself when the horror of what you'd become sank its teeth into you? Where did you go to rot in guilt? And what did your meals look like?
There was an abandoned hermitage deep in the hills. Just a crumbling stone and dry winds and the faint smell of old incense. It was isolated, but not so remote that desperate sailors or wounded outlaws might not stumble upon it.
So that's where you went. So you were feeding on others quite like yourself before you returned, didn't you?
You could say that.
Oh, I think I did.
Yes, others like me before.
So tell me, Catalina, you found love, and so soon. But you slit its throat for survival. You're afraid they were going to expose you, my dear. You are practical. Who did you betray by moonlight? Tell the audience, dear little one. Did their blood sob as it was poured from the wound? Did you sob?
Almost. A young priest. Irony. Diego. He thought he could redeem me, or be at least control. And he realized he could never. He was ready to expose me. Couldn't let that happen.
Tell me about it.
It was more sad than I expected. He was young. He entered the church to rise quickly. He had faith, real faith, and I absolved him of it in his last moments. I truly hope that he sees his heaven after the hell I put him through.
I'm noticing a trend, though. And I mean, this is early. You are a young one. But you found another pet, didn't you? Oh, how charming. Who was this foolish soul who saw your fangs and called them divine? In what part of your ruin did they mistake for majesty?
So when I went back for my ship, Isabella, the only one I left alive. She'd been a captain once of another ship before we captured it. A pet, oh, feisty one at that.
You do like them spicy, don't you?
Yes, I do. Seems you do as well.
Oh, you don't know a lot about me, but thank you. I took that as a compliment. So inheritance, darling. Not a bloodlines, but bloodlust. What mark did the sister leave in your flesh? What cruel miracle did you awaken to find etched upon yourself? What is your vampire mark?
I'd always had dark eyes, dark hair, dark complexion. When I awoke, I realized that some could not look away.
Oh, how convenient.
They are unnerving, unsettling, but irresistible.
Seems like that was probably some sort of benefit to you, wasn't it?
At times. Not so much at others. Draw the wrong kind of attention.
Yes. But you know, efficiency, that's one of my favorite sins. What macabre mechanism did you invent to drain the poor sheep? Was it quiet? What did you do with the leftovers on compost? Did you bury them in the cathedral?
There's always a cemetery next to a cathedral.
Yes, there is.
Easy enough to fill it for them. Undercrofts, crypts, places that good people do not go.
Where did you find them?
Once we began sailing again, the ones who were exceptional kept with me. The ones who were subpar, or at least useful in their filling.
Yes. It's got to be difficult when you're in a contained space like that.
Which contained space?
Well, you know, out at sea, sailing.
That is not contained. That is freedom.
Did anyone suspect you?
I'm sure a few did, but if they were ever obvious with it, they didn't have long to suspect.
We're going to change the pace just a bit. Because, oh, Catalina. The cultured Catalina. Catalina the clever. Catalina the civilized. Oh, you had a teenage temper tantrum. You showed such restraint and such poise. And then snap. Oh, what a mess you made, darling. Drooling, snarling, soaked in red like some back alley beast. No control. No elegance. Just hunger with teeth and nail. And you didn't even whisper an apology, did you? You were too busy reveling. Too busy feasting. Oh, tell me, my delicate catastrophe. Who was it? Who was the last friend that saw something soft in you? What did they say as you tore them apart? Tell me, did they beg for forgiveness? We're gonna let this memory linger. It's the only part of them you didn't devour.
It was a servant girl. Elena. She'd been kind once. Bringing food, patching sleeves, whispering gossip. I always thought she never knew exactly what I was, but she had begun to suspect, and suspicion turns to fear faster than loyalty ever could. She caught me feeding one night she wasn't supposed to see, and I didn't even hesitate. Lunged, eyes burning, hands more beast than human, and she screamed, stumbled backwards, tried to crawl, in her words, mercy. I was past mercy. The hunger was like a storm, and I pinned the girl, drinking hard and fast and feeling her life empty beneath my hands. And of course, there was no apology, no restraint, only the heat of blood and pleasure and the kill. And when it was over, she just hung limp, eyes wide and glassy. She should have run.
Catalina the Merciful. How long has it been since you thought of that girl?
Never.
Of course not. You're not one to dwell upon the past, are you?
What good is that?
I don't know. It's just a question.
No.
Tell me what happened the next morning.
I was alone. It was a dim and ridiculously quiet room, and she was just crumpled there, pale and slack and empty. The whole place smelled of blood, like it clung to you. Hunger was gone. I don't know that it was guilt. It was probably far past that. Maybe something colder, something hollow. And I almost expected to feel something.
Did you?
No. And maybe that's the worst part. How can you not feel? There's a girl. And I felt nothing. At least I was safe.
So no one suspected. No one asked where she went.
No one asks after servants. Maybe there was a suspicion. I didn't stick around to find out.
No, you did not. You did not. Where did you go?
To the mountains in the north of Italy. Small town. Assisi.
Did they welcome you there?
Is a creature such as me ever welcome? I had to escape the sea for a while. And here I couldn't be any further away. I hid. Never welcome.
Where did you hide?
There's a crypt dug deep into the side of the mountain. It's where I spent my days. Nights I would roam the streets. I would sneak into the monastery. And I would come close to some sort of life.
How long did you stay there?
A few decades. Nothing momentous, but quiet city. Stone and saints perched on a hill. It was simple.
So tell me, darling, what treasured virtue did you finally have to rip from your ribs to keep surviving? Was it mercy, honor, love? And now what fills that cavity? What new dogma slithers where your soul once sat?
You learn that the strong take, the weak beg. Mercy is a lie that we tell the frightened. Freedom is paid in blood. There are no gods worth worshiping. The saints on the hills, the priests with their prayers, they are fools. The world belongs to those who seize it. Kindness is spent by the desperate. Love is dangerous, not because it is sacred, but because it softens the knife. Eternity is not a gift, it is a tool, and you must learn to wield it. Dogma. What is there left of faith?
You make fun of that dogma, but this is the delicious part, oh, our fearless Catalina. You're undone by some expression of religion. Who would have guessed that beneath all that swagger and sin and the flick of the wrist or a murdered verse could reduce you to a trembling relic? What was it? What did you see in that monastery that turned you into a bowl of jelly? Was it incense? Was it a chant? Was it something more sacred than that? Was it something that burned your soul like judgment dipped in honey? Oh, how theatrical. Oh, what mark did it leave behind our little abomination? Oh, tell us the story.
They are a congregation of shadow. Men bound by rigid faith, faces masks of piety, hiding cruelty. The monks muttered prayers over broken bones, withered hope. There's always a whispered confession of sins far darker than mine. There was always the incense and despair, a suffocating weight. It's not salvation, it is a slow death dressed in ritual. It burned my soul, you say, because it is the purest form of power that I despise. Control wielded through fear and false mercy. And faith is a cage, gilded and silent, but no less brutal. It's not a mark on the skin, but it is deeper, a scar of disillusionment that twists your spirit into defiance. It makes the hunger sharper, the anger colder. It is not solace. It is chains. I have never been bound.
Oh, really now? We'll see about that. And so, darling Catalina's tale has begun. In future podcasts, each secret will be inked, each betrayal sealed, and each sorrow made known. But the void is never sated. Oh, there are always more pages, more scents, more names. As always, thank you for stepping into the void with us. If this story stirred something in you, like, subscribe, leave a review, whisper to a friend, or simply sit a while in silence and ponder. The book remains open. The quill is ever hungry. Until next time, my sweet abomination, feed carefully. Tonight's vampire, Catalina de la Vega, was brought to unlife by Lizzie Webster. Lizzie is a gamer of all kinds, a mom to both humans and animals, and the founder and producer of Endless Night Gaming. Her upcoming podcast, Out of Character, is set to debut soon, so look out for that. You can catch Lizzie streaming over at twitch.tv/endlessnightgamingnc. Do drop in. The night's still young. And finally, from all of us here at Unleaded Toast, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention and for being a part of the community we're building together. In a world overflowing with content, the fact that you chose to spend a part of your day with us means more than you will ever know. We're honored to be a part of your story just as you have become a part of ours. Thanks for joining us here at Unleaded Toast, where every story matters and every voice belongs. We'll see you next time.